quarantine hearts is back with you. I'm wondering what this album's like.
Oh, we know now. This is Everybody's Rockin', second album for Geffen Records, 1983.
This was not like a Neil Young album, basically like Trance, but in a way different way.
Well, he decided to completely change it up again.
Yep.
Not sure what his inspiration was exactly, other than wanting to... Well, actually, we were reading that Geffen, because Trance was a big failure.
Yes.
And so Geffen was like, can't you make a rock and roll album? And Neil Young sort of like took him on face value.
Yes,
like,
I can.
Like, I'll make you a rock and roll album. And I don't know that he was really trying to be, what do you call it?
Tongue-in-cheek?
And then he made this.
Right, maybe this is legitimately what he wanted to make as a rock and roll album. I don't know that he was, Geffen probably thought he was trying to mess with him.
It's rockabilly.
Yeah, it's rockabilly. It is, it's like half songs that are originals, half that are sort of covers, that he did not write.
Yes, it doesn't have as many covers as A Letter Home, which is in 2014.
His Neil looking, I do really like, I do like this
with
image
his pompadour.
right
yeah, but this is kind of like weird, this picture.
Yeah, another image of him. I was intrigued to find that it was mastered and recorded and mixed digitally, which sort of, Neil Young's always been known as an analog guy.
Yeah.
I thought maybe even in the 80s he was, but apparently not. They're called the Shocking Pinks, his supporting band, which is basically the same people he works with, Ben Keith.
Yes, but different people, right?
Well, you have Ben Keith, Tim Drummond, upright bass, and then you have a few other people. Carl Himmel worked with him before, he's the drummer, and then you have backing vocals.
Don't know who the backing vocal guys are.
They probably came with the studio.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Larry Byram, and I don't know. People I've never heard of. But in any case, Neil Young songs, 1983, and this album after this one bombed. This did not get well reviewed. Trans got some good reviews, but it just didn't work commercially. It failed. This one, everyone was like, no, I'm not into this.
Yes.
And this was the one that had David Geffen decided to sue Neil Young for not performing and producing music like he's known for $3 million.
Yes.
Which was absurd because Geffen guaranteed him artistic creativity.
And then he countersued.
Neil Young countersued for $21 million. Which
7 times as much.
I think everything was dropped.
What is countersue?
It means he's like, you sue me, I'm suing you.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, you said I could do whatever I wanted, and I'm doing whatever I want. And according to Neil Young's manager, like, he always decided how to make music.
But what do we think of this cover? Do we like it or hate it?
Oh, I don't like it.
I like the cover.
I mean,
my favorite thing about the album, really.
He's got the wingtips. He's got the pompadour. He's got the.
I like that guitar.
It's a nice guitar.
Here's what I'll say. If he had
Wondering is on here, though.
Hold on. So here's what I'll say. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good point. We should say "Wondering" was an old song, never released.
That was the intro I made.
Oh, right.
He recorded an early version that would not come out until the Neil Young Archives box set.
I'm wondering if you'll come home. I'm hoping that you'll be my lady.
It was on Live at the Fillmore East 1970.
Well, that's correct, but there was a studio version also that came out on the Archives box set. But the Neil Young and the Crazy Horse at the Fillmore East has a live version of "Wondering."
Yeah, but this version is way later in 1983, so about 13 years later, he did this.
I'm wondering if you'll come home. I'm hoping that you'll be my baby. I'm wondering if
in the rockabilly style. Now, what I was going to say is, if he had made this with like a certain grit or rawness to it, or like some real energy, it could have been really good, actually. Otherwise, it feels like really not plastic, but
The
it
first
feels
song on
generic or
side
bland.
2, Jelly Roll Man, that one, once I put on side 2, it started, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was kind of startled. It was a startling beginning.
We were talking about
every song was...
Mystery Train was saying, like we're known the Elvis version is the known version.
That's a good song.
Yeah, but I was saying, this could have actually been quite good because he can pull off rockabilly. I mean he has the tone, but it's just such a bland production. Yeah, it's something. Oh, one other fact about this. We remember how we were wondering weeks ago, what was this Lucky 13 album on Geffen in the 90s?
Yep.
That was a contractual obligation album that I guess he owed Geffen one more album.
His Geffen hits.
and 2 of them come from this. Now, what happened was it was going to be. This is Neil Young's shortest album in his career. It was
Yes.
going to be longer, but Geffen canceled recording sessions on the last 2 songs, which actually was a good idea.
Why?
Just pull the
Well,
plug.
he's like, I don't want to spend any more money on what I've already heard.
So there
Let's
would've
just put it out as
There
is.
would have been 12 songs, not 10.
Yeah, and those 2 other songs got shelved and ended up on this Lucky 18.
So was there?
13.
I'm sorry, Lucky 13.
Wasn't there some kind of? I mean, as far as the contract goes, I don't know about the particulars, but did they have like it has to be at least this long? Was he
I don't
hitting
know.
those? I'm just wondering.
Maybe.
But
I mean,
it is 25 minutes long.
It's pretty short.
yeah, but I'm saying Geffen made a good decision based on, like, I don't like what I'm hearing. Let's not throw good money after bad. Let's just put
Yeah.
this out as is. Everybody's rocking.
Woo!
We were saying, is this like a Stray Cats influence thing? Because, like, Brian Setzer was...
I can't imagine he cared.
Yeah, I can't imagine either. Let's talk about Shakey's on this.
All right.
Was that too quick?
No,
I don't think so. It's quick record, quick review. What do you
I don't
think?
think it was that. We talked about it
We
quite a
actually
bit,
did.
actually.
Okay, I'm not gonna give this a high amount.
How much are you giving it, Siley?
4.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, that's exactly what I agree. I agree with 4. It's almost sounds better than it could be, because I gave Stills Young a 2.
Yes.
I give this 4 only because, like, it's fine. It's not horrible. But, like, why would I ever play this again?
Mm.
Yeah, it's not, like, offensive. Stills Young Band is kind of offensive because it's Stills.
I agree.
So I'll stick with 4. I agree with you.
I had 4 in my head too.
Oh, wow, we all agree.
I mean, I almost could go down to a 3, but I'll say 4. And same thing. I mean, I think I maybe did I give Stills Young Band a 0?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
I did give it a 0. I'm going to stand by that grade. But it's like this was it was so bland. It was so forgettable. It could have been anybody doing this. Like, I kind of feel like, remember when a while when those like 50s style diners were a thing again?
Sure.
Like a pretend. I felt like
Yeah, what were those
something
places
that would be
called?
playing in like a pretend 50s diner.
Like, completely ignorable.
So ignorable.
Yeah. I guess 4 because he was trying something new. He's trying to push the envelope. He was saying in a
These
quote, like,
Geffen albums are something new, definitely.
yeah. Well, he was saying in a quote that he wanted to keep tearing down what he'd created before because he didn't want to be pinned down to, like, this is what Neil Young sounds like. So
Hey, respect
there
for
you
that.
go.
But
That's one reason why this happened.
it's pretty
Yes,
boring.
What I was gonna say earlier, except I'm gonna say the title now. Next, we're gonna take a break from Geffen with just one album, though. Then we're
Yes.
gonna get to Always. But the break from Geffen is with International Harvesters.
Yeah, it's a live release with, I forget who's in it, but it's from 2011, but it was recorded in 84, and it was a precursor
Archive.
to what the Old Ways album would be. We thought it would be a good palate cleanser as a break from these
Yeah, it's called A
weird
Treasure.
Geffen years.
Yeah,
It's
we
called
need
A
it.
Treasure.
Yep. So, well, yeah, we're going to do that because it has new music on it
Yep.
that didn't appear anywhere
One thing,
else.
that's the first CD we're gonna hear,
Okay.
right? Because we do not have this one on vinyl. We do
No.
have the CD of it.
I do have a CD of it, though. We're going to
Okey
listen to that.
All right.
Bye.